Today we're at the brand new Gracewater community in Sarasota, Florida, and I'm here with Eldon. He is actually the owner and developer, so he's going to give us a lot of information. We're really excited to learn about your beautiful community and the beautiful homes.
Well, thank you guys for being here. And yep, my name is Eldon Eric Johnson. I've been a developer here in Sarasota for a little over 20 years. My wife and I moved here right after we got married almost 25 years ago, and we started having our kids here, and we lived in Palmer Ranch. Basically, when I came to this property after developing a number of properties and just doing the development and selling the lots to national builders, we just really decided that this was such a unique property, so close to downtown, like 10 minutes to downtown, 15 minutes to Lido Beach, so close to everything that makes Sarasota great. This unique location deserved a one-of-a-kind unique home, and that's why we started Pravada Homes.
Perfect, that's great to hear. So let's take a look at the beautiful homes.
Yeah, this is the water's edge that we'll be seeing.
Beautiful colors. So I see that you have like a coastal.
Yeah, we call it modern
style?
coastal.
Okay.
Modern coastal. We wanted to create a house that was uniquely Sarasota, and that the whole community, when you arrived here, you would know that you were in Gracewater, that you would know you were in a Pravada community. Almost the same way when you go to Celebration.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people said, you know, you're going to do Victorian in Florida. But when you go there, you see how that whole community raises the value of every home. And so one of the cool things is we've actually had a design team that's picked out the color schemes for every model and every elevation.
Okay.
Because we're thinking about building a community that all works together. And that kind of goes to a theme that we have for our whole community, is that we want it to be a community that has a lifestyle that is what I call kind of putting the neighbor back in neighborhood.
Okay, and what's that lifestyle like? You have social events? Or
yes, we'll have a lifestyle manager.
Okay. And
we'll have all kinds of events, but we won't, because of our location, we don't have to just do them on site.
Yes. We're
going to curate the very best of downtown Sarasota, the Ringling Mansion, the new $150 million Bayfront Park that's right over here 2 miles away.
Yes.
We will curate experiences, outings, and adventures.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you'll put the neighbors basically together and go to those events.
And so it's not, basically it's a chance to get to know your neighbors in a way that's fun, not awkward.
Yes. And especially with a lot of people moving from out of state.
Yes.
So that's great because you get to meet
we'll
your
have a
neighbors.
lot of the typical like kind of things where it's like we'll have mixers and, you know, wine tastings. And we'll also have clubs like where, you know, there's a group that goes fishing on Tuesdays, so you can meet people that way if you've come here.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice. So tell us a little more about the model home we're in right now. Is this what a buyer would get when they sign a contract with you?
Yeah, one of the things that's really important for us is we didn't want to have any kind of bait and switch in our base pricing. And so just the design features that you're seeing here is only about $40,000 in upgrades.
Okay.
So we wanted people to come in and see a house and say, oh, wow, okay, I don't have to requalify for my mortgage to get this house.
Yes.
Because that actually happened to me almost 10 years ago when I bought a new home. And I never wanted that to happen to anyone else. And so that was important for us. We have some of the things standard in this house and in every Pravada home is 10-foot ceilings, which creates this very high-end boutique kind of custom feel. We went with bigger windows as standard and also impact resistant windows, so you never have to worry about putting up hurricane shutters and all that. We have quartz as our standard countertops. There is a lot that goes into this home. Even some builders will make you upgrade from a base like 3.5 inch baseboard to this 5-inch baseboard.
Yes.
We just decided, let's make those things standard and just let people be able to understand what they're getting for their money.
Makes it a lot easier too for the buyer because then they see this home and it's like, okay, this is the house that I will be buying.
Yeah, exactly. We can give you, and you know, basically what we've tried to do is give you an experience where you can kind of know before you go into the whole selection process that if you have a budget, you'll have a good idea of what you're going to get.
Yes.
Yeah, and we just feel like that for us, that was important. So in this model, as you can see, it's a single story. We have the master in here. We do offer pools as part of the process that you can choose in the selection period after you sign your contract. This is one of our more simpler pools. Pools have gotten very expensive because concrete has gotten very expensive, but this pool out there, if you were to get rid of that little fountain feature, would be $71,000. So honestly, that and having a lanai is we feel a very competitive price. So, and then if you want to see kind of what you could get if you really wanted to spend a lot on a pool and create a really incredible outdoor living, with our next pool over here, which we'll show a little bit later. Take us into the master.
Very nice. Love the view from here.
One of the things that we'll offer is also you can upgrade. A structural option will be a slider here so that you can create an outdoor, nice. If you change the pool around, you could have like a nice little seating area right there, right on the water. One thing that really sets our community apart was just even thinking about our site plan is, if you'll notice, we have virtually no back-to-back homes. Almost every home is a lakefront, waterfront property. Then there are a few that back up to privacy fences. So we just felt like that's a critical part, is everybody wants a private backyard, and we tried to make it as much so.
Yeah, especially when you have a pond view too, it makes it so relaxing.
It is, I know. I love it myself. I live on a little pond, and one of the things you'll notice on our site plan is we're gonna have fountains in these ponds, and a lot of that is very healthy for the environment of the pond.
Yes.
But it also creates a nice little bit of white noise and makes it feel a little bit more like a resort.
Definitely.
And I've noticed that just living myself, that I love having that fountain going, and it kind of drowns out any noise that might kind of distract you from the beauty.
What kind of amenities will you have in the community?
Oh, we're really excited. It's called our Pura Vida Club.
Okay.
And it's going to be a large clubhouse with a resort style pool. We'll have a zero entry into that area, which is really nice. And it'll have an area for swimming laps. We're going to have a couple of pickleball courts. We'll have a gym that has state-of-the-art equipment in there. They'll get workouts. And as a part of our lifestyle program, we'll also be having people come in to teach like yoga classes, Pilates, and things like that in the clubhouse. So we'll try to make the most of the clubhouse with our lifestyle program.
That's very cool. And you also were saying that you have a dog park?
Yes, it is key. We have a dog park. If you'll notice that a lot of things in here were named after my family, and that's partly because we decided to really put our hearts and souls into this project by starting Privata Homes and really just thinking about every kind of detail of this property. So Gracewater was named after my daughter Grace, and the dog park was named after our dog Peppa. So it's called Peppa's Park. And there'll be chances, I'm actually looking forward to bringing Peppa up here with me, and then have fun, and you can meet everyone's pets. And so there'll be a small dog park, except there'll be a separation of the dog park, so the smaller dogs have their own space, and then the larger dogs.
Okay.
So sometimes that's an issue that we've learned. That's the kind of detail that we've asked people about, and they're like, make sure there's actually sometimes an issue if you don't do that, So we really are welcoming all the pet owners to come, and there'll be a lot of stuff. We'll also, as part of our lifestyle, we'll have a list of people that will gather from getting reviews from residents. So there'll be like pet groomers, handymen, AC people. We will try to provide as a community a list of just, all the most highly rated kind of services. And we'll help facilitate things like have someone come to your house to have your dog groomed instead of having to take them to a groomer, whether it's getting your car washed. We really want to present kind of a resort style living where people can just live their lives and kind of get the most out of this location by not having to, go find things or, take time out of their day, but just make life easier. So this is the pool team that we've partnered with, Max Family Pools. They offer some incredibly creative designs. And one of them is this sunken fire pit.
This is very cool. I like this.
Yeah, it's neat, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
by the water, by the pool.
And believe it or not, once you've lived here in Florida for a little while, this is chilly. And it actually feels good to be kind of out of the wind, and you can really feel the heat of the fire. And it really creates a wonderful, you can picture when it's at night and you got the pool light on and it's glowing and you got the fire. I mean,
and the pond behind the
you
pool.
feel like you're in a James Bond movie or
Definitely.
something. Definitely.
Talk to us about your team and what makes your team so special.
I'm really proud of our team because it's made up of some of the best industry professionals that live here in Sarasota and wanted to stay here in Sarasota. They were so good at what they did for a lot of the big national builders that they oftentimes get moved to other places and have to uproot their families. And so our head of construction and building is Rodney Tucker. He spent over 25 years with Toll Brothers and was personally overseeing over 3,000 homes that were constructed during that time. He opened up divisions. He was 7 years in the Marines before that. So right from the first moment that we met with Rodney, we knew we had the right person to lead our construction team. So, and really the rest of our team is like that. It's just all really great people that want to build a great home. We say that we're imperfect people, but we're going to try to build you a perfect home. So that's kind of where our hearts are at.
So walk us through the process. How does it work? Do buyers have options? Like,
Yes.
do they have to make different decisions? Like, how does the sales center, design center experience go?
Well, basically the first step is you come and you meet with our sales team. We have a husband and wife, Mike and Kathleen Gagg as our key kind of leaders and as our sales representatives. You'll pick out the home that fits your needs best, and then you pick out your lot. And once you get to that stage, you actually can sign the contract.
Okay.
And our team will actually do a price out on what you think you would like for your selection, so you can get kind of an idea of your budget. Okay, so but at contract, the only thing you have to actually be certain of is the house that you want and the lot that you want.
Okay.
You'll have 30 days to go and meet with our professional design selections team member.
Okay.
And she's been doing design and selections for most of her career. And she's just an amazing, amazing designer. So she'll really help you get the most out of your money. But the design center is right here on site. And so you won't have to go anywhere else. You come here and you can just make all the selections you want. And that's basically the process. Once you make your selections, then that gets printed out as an addendum to the contract. Mm-hmm. You kind of read it over, check, make sure you got everything you want there. And once it's correct, that's your process is pretty much done.
So what kind of deposit do you need to go under contract?
It's just 10%. It's the same whether you're a cash buyer or if you're using financing. And we do have some, incentives that come with using our preferred lenders, but okay. It's just 10%.
Perfect. We have 3 different models. The Seascape, that's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, and 2,040 square feet. The base price on that home is $649,995. The next model is the Water's Edge, and that's a 4-bed, 2.5-bath, 2-car garage, 2,201 square feet, and that's starting at $679,995. And the Bay Heaven, it's a 4-bed, 3.5-bath, 2-car garage. It has an office and a loft or bonus room. That's 2,903 square feet, and that one starts at $720,995.
If you want to see all those homes, we're going to have full walkthroughs of all of them except for the villa. They don't have a model of that yet. And we're going to have that on our other channel where we do nothing but home tours all throughout Florida. So we'll have that linked in the description below.
The community will also have villas, and those will be starting in the $500,000 range. The HOA for the single family homes right now, it's $180 a month, but it will increase once the amenities are completed. Right now, the amenities are under construction, and it will also include the lifestyle director within that cost. It'll probably be around $300 a month. They don't know exactly yet because the amenities are not built yet. And for the villas, it's $115 a month right now, but again, that will increase. And the cool thing about the community is that it does include the lawn care, the trimming of trees. And that's pretty cool because now you don't have to call someone to come and trim your trees. So that's nice that they're including that within that HOA fee.
And the mulch.
The mulch is also included, and fertilizing as well.
that's an awesome package to not have to worry about any of that. And I got to say this, as we were driving here, we were like looking at we have like the GPS screen on our car. And I was like, well, actually Haiti was like, we're only like 5 minutes from downtown. That proposition of being west of 75, 5 minutes from downtown, about 15 minutes to the beaches, like world famous beaches, and having a brand new community with the amenities, amazing details and touches, like, you know, it's an upgraded home. I think this community is pretty exciting. And as Eldon had said, there's nothing else like this anymore. This will never happen again. So I think it's really cool. If you are looking to buy or sell a home in this area, Sarasota, Northport, Inglewood, all the areas that we talk about on the channel, Venice, call, text, or email our team, 941-221-1897. You can call or text at any time. We'd love to help you find your dream home. And if you're in this community, it's probably going to be a dream home.
If you want to see more about what it's like to live in Sarasota, make sure to check out this video right here. Subscribe to catch our newest videos, and we'll see you in this video next.